This is All-Stars setup. So it's 3 Mafia till 2. 3 Mafia, 2 KP till 2. Nerfed Medic, Parity Cop, Vigilante. During the night. Ben, you die. Bobby, you die. Day begins.
Best shot ever, boys.
What are those skills?
I don't know. I don't know if the medic.
I just saw you. Like,
I don't know. Shut up. I don't know if the medic.
I get 9-0. It's like so obvious. Like where the guy.
Okay. Are you gonna let me talk? I don't know if the medic got a save or if I shot Bobby and they killed him as well, but I shot Bobby. Best shot ever.
Oh, fuck no.
why would you shoot Bobby?
Oh.
Best shot ever, boys.
Please, for the love of God, tell me you're not hard claiming that, Lucy. Like.
Hard claiming, bitches.
I mean, he's Vigi, so I mean, all right. So we gotta confirm that they want just a dumbass dude.
I am now the inner child. Let's go.
Lucy, what if they double stacked on him?
The fuck? Wait,
Paints looks pissed.
I'm gonna say like I don't like to kill a Bobby just because I mean I was hoping that Eric was gonna.
There's a less than 0% chance that you actually shot Bobby.
Yeah.
You shot Bobby, then you're an idiot.
Best shot ever.
Yeah, it's important you do.
The only way you shot Bobby is pure Mafia, in my opinion. I don't believe you actually shot his Vigi.
Well, I mean,
I don't care what you think, man.
Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up.
Or there was a medic.
Everybody shut up. For today, he's confirmed because he's gonna get shot if he's fake.
I believe that he's probably the Vigi. I just don't think that he's bad enough to shoot on 9-0.
Okay. All right.
You're mistaken.
Okay, I'll just lose a shit ton of respect for you.
Yeah. He modded 2 games in a row and wanted to play, but you guys.
Yeah, that guy rolled me down so many times.
That's so
yeah,
I'm just gonna say that Slip sent me a message while I was at work that said, "quote I can't roll town."
Like I'm saying, like I might have made those kills.
Rip Slip.
Yeah, those seem like Slippy kills. Okay, actually, I don't really know.
I'm going to share with you guys.
I thought maybe I was actually I died.
I'm dead.
I don't even know if like Mafia stacked with Lucy. Like that's a complete possibility too.
Oh, and I just want to say that I paid a
I
lot.
might have made those kills and got medic saved.
That's probably the case. I saved Weather Guy, so I don't know how you would have been saved.
That would be a good save. I like Weather Guy.
Yeah, I think Weather Guy's a valuable town asset. I also think that Eric was talking out his ass. That dude doesn't have a single good read on All Stars, so now that he can't talk, we'll get that out of the way.
How does it feel?
I was asleep like 15 minutes ago, and then Slip sent me a message. I'm so fucking tired. I don't even know.
I know if you're
my contacts haven't adjusted quite yet.
This is Troll Town Bank.
Okay, I'm liking the.
Don't you dare call me.
The talk, but
wait, did you call me Mafia?
It said Troll Town. It said Troll Town.
Never mind, you're cool.
You're cool.
All right, I kind of think Tools Mafia. It's the same thing I caught him on the last time.
That is completely wrong. I wasn't doing shit the last time. You're wrong.
Yeah, I remember. I got you, boy. I got that read on.
But then, no, you got me, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but you're wrong. It's all right.
I did. I got you.
I already said you got me before. Yeah, but you're wrong.
Stop hanging on Banks.
Last time Tool was all pissed off when he called him out, and this time.
Matt, what were you about to say?
I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna say what I am, but I'm alive.
Oh.
So it's good.
Oh my god.
I'm not
Matt,
gonna
what
say.
were you about to say? You were about to say something.
I was gonna say something.
No, Nat.
Oh, I was going to share you guys my happiness on rolling town and not getting 9-0.
Yo, thanks. Don't read into that.
That was like sleep 9-0. Yesterday was sad, and I got to play.
I love Tool.
Cool. I want to talk to Sammy Copter because I don't know.
Adam's Mafia.
Yeah, you're stretching too much, bro. Are you tired of being Mafia?
I don't care.
First time
I don't know Adam.
I follow him play.
What
All
the
right.
fuck is happening?
I want to hear from Sammy Copter. I don't care about either of those two.
Finally caught him.
I knew Templar.
Sammy, how many games have you played? I've never played with you.
It's my 4th.
Your 4th? Aw.
I played my 3rd today.
What have you rolled? Like
That's not true.
all 4 towns in a row?
Yeah.
The last one took some hesitation.
Wish I could do that.
You know.
Yeah, you thought about that. You thought about that last one, bro. I don't know.
But town.
Yeah. You were like town. Like you waited for like that second. It was weird.
How did you know?
Would you like us to mercy kill you now or later?
How did you learn about Mafia, Sammy?
I was watching a Trump stream.
Oh, really?
That's why I learned too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like months ago.
I don't think that timeline works out.
How?
I don't know. I've been watching for a while Mafia All Stars. Then I watched Ryuzilla, and then others.
Do you think Eric really has a good read on everyone? To be honest.
You know, after all this time, I don't have a good read on Eric. I don't really.
That wasn't the question.
No,
I know. I don't know how to feel.
It's okay. He can't hear you.
He's a scrub. He doesn't play very
It's
well.
alright. Yeah, he's really bad. He can't hear you. He can't talk either. So it's
Hey,
fine.
RJ.
I think.
I know.
I think Eric often goes in the wrong direction.
I know.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Right.
All right. You pocketed me.
Eric is not bad.
That felt good. I think RJ's Mafia.
Fuck you, Banks. Like,
About 1 billion%.
No, honestly, who I think is Mafia's Misa.
I don't longer think that Tool is
I don't
Mafia.
like you.
Based upon his reaction, I kind of like Nate's thing. It was kind of okay. Slip is probably townish.
That's Matt, right?
Lucy's like either the worst Vigi that ever existed or just a normal Vigi. I think that I don't know how to feel about Andy. I kind of want to lynch him because nobody would last game. But I think RJ is gonna die today. Sorry, buddy.
No, I actually think you're going to town this game, Banks.
This is gonna look like
I'm not town.
Like, I don't care.
Don't do that shit to me,
like,
Banks.
this is legitimately.
Oh dear, I've made a mistake again.
This is
Andy, you actually
like,
right
this is
now?
legitimately the only read I've actually managed to pick up, and I don't care if it looks like Omgus. This is my actual read. Banks earlier on, like saying he, like I know it was obviously just like he was just joking, whatever. When he said he had a save on Weather Guy, and then he's brought it up again. I think I had a very I felt that I had a very scummy look when he said that, and I think then he was trying to look for a PR. And he was trying to look for the medic by looking at people's reactions when he mentioned a medic save.
Do you think that I only look for PRs as Mafia?
No, I don't. But I think when you did that, that's the initial thought I had, and I thought I actually had a bit of a scummy look when you said it. And then when you've come back to me again and called me scummy, I think you're. I think I honestly like that was my first thought.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this.
I think a better way to hunt for a medic save.
Listen, let me just say this really fast. All right, I might just be really high, but
Andy's correct.
Like I don't think that like the logic of somebody thinking like yo I want to hunt for Mafia right now, I'm gonna claim a save. Like I don't think you're gonna put on a scummy look to look for this. The fuck, like I'm not Mafia and I'm gonna claim a save to like bait out the medic and I'm gonna be like I'm gonna look scummy as hell. Just that's why.
So
I'm gonna say this, RJ. If I was Mafia and if Weather Guy was a save, and if I asked that question, I would listen for somebody who said something like, "Yeah, that was a good save, Banks."
No, I don't
that is somebody who was the medic and is praising themselves out loud. You did not say that, so if I was Mafia, I definitely don't think that you're the medic.
I don't think like
That's
you would
true.
necessarily thought that.
I think there's a 0% chance that there was a save last night, so I don't care about talking about that.
I am like almost certain that Weather Guy was never a save in this game ever.
Well, if I was the medic and there was a kill on him, there was.
That wasn't the point I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make was that you were trying to mention the medic to try and get a facial, like, try and get a read on someone by saying the word medic. Like,
Parity cop. Sorry, what?
Vanilla Town.
Why
don't you think there was a
you can say what you like. That was my legitimate read on you.
Nobody says Kazoo. You guys are terrible.
Alright, no. On a serious note, I think I've had like 3 people VT because I said VT goes.
Good, RJ. Okay, sure, you think Banks is Mafia. I kind of do, but he keeps picking out the people that I also want to lynch. Who do you think are his partners?
I have no idea.
Timbo, why do you think Banks is Mafia?
It's like.
Why is my partner not Sammy, who I just like coached into saying like nothing and then
That's what I'm
town
saying. Like Banks would.
I like Sammy.
Why do you think about Sammy?
When Banks doesn't know his partners, like how their playstyle is, he'll talk to them to try to make them feel comfortable and see what other people think of them and if he should continue.
Did you think Sammy was Mafia?
I've seen Banks do lots of things as Mafia. I've seen him defend his
Why are
partners.
you giving that read if you don't think Sammy
I've
is
seen him
Mafia?
formal his partners early to give
He
them.
started off really
I've seen him
but
do
then
lots
he's
of
not comfortable, and I think that's because he knows Banks is on his team. So it's like, it's weird.
So you think RJ's Mafia as well?
Well, if Banks and Sammy are Mafia, I don't think RJ is.
Oh, okay, you meant Sammy. Okay, I see.
So here's the thing, Tambo, do you think that Banks, if he was Mafia with Sammy, do you think he'd bring the limelight onto his Mafia
That's
partner?
what he just said. He literally just said that.
Yes, he
Just
did it with
admitted
Loki.
that that's what I would do.
Yeah,
did he?
I mean, no. Like
Or
honestly,
did I last
that's a really good read because it could be a team, but I think Banks is town for now. But if further on that happens, yeah, I agree with you, Ben. I mean,
I think everything Banks has asked this game has been looking for information, pinging people out.
He's looking for information.
I particularly think the emphasis on Lucy being the Vigilante but not making
No. I'm gonna say this though because this is this is weird. All right, so Banks did say like, if I was looking for the medic, even though I think he's Sam, but like he did say like, if I was looking for the medic, I would say I would just look for the guy that said, that's a good save, Banks. And then like he told his partner like, that guy might be the fucking medic or something. Like I don't know, like that's what I felt that, but I don't want to say.
I mean, do you think that if I was Mafia, I would have to tell my partners that the medic?
I mean, if it was Sammy Copter, yes, because you actually want to.
Yeah, we confirmed this kill didn't die. He was probably a medic save.
Well, so if your partner is Sammy Copter, then that makes sense, because he's new. Like I said, I still think it's count for now.
So guys, I think I was saved last night.
Well, that's cool, but you're wrong.
Weather guys, remember what happened when I went down that route in an All-Stars game once? Like, it didn't end well for me.
I
got some quick reads. So
What?
There's a formal on Templar.
Who formal then?
Like Templar, I'd like you to just wake up and do
RJ
something.
did.
That was so quiet.
Who formaled him?
Tambo, give an accusation.
I just wanted to wake him up, to be honest.
I've been awake. I'm listening. Like I can listen with my eyes closed. It's like fucking school all over again. I can listen to the fucking lesson with my eyes closed.
Show your work, bitch.
Where are you at, Templar?
Yeah, show your
on the front of the
I think Adam is Mafia. I think Banks. I don't know. Banks is hard to read. Fuck it. I kind of got Town and Mafia reads from him, so like it's not even really a read.
Okay. Can I ask, what's your read on Adam? Because I haven't got any read on Adam yet.
Just said.
Genuine. I don't know.
No, I want to know like why he reads Adam.
Sorry.
He says I'm Mafia.
I know. I want to know why he thinks you're Mafia because I haven't got a read on Adam yet.
Trying to solve the game like he normally does as Town. Like it's a meta read. It's bad, whatever. I'll get a better read on him later on in the game based on who he's pushing and why he's pushing them. But like, and when I pinged him, he didn't respond to it at all.
What do you think if I want to push on Andy and Misa Boy?
I would like have to figure out why and see how you're pushing on them and their reactions to being pushed on and your reactions to their reactions, obviously.
What if you only had like 2 minutes and 45 seconds to come to an opinion?
Well, I don't because I got 12 minutes.
He's joking that you're in a formal.
I know, but I don't have
Okay,
to, like,
do you have any other reads outside of Adam?
Yeah, do you have any other reads outside of Adam?
Yeah, I just said like I thought Andy's like initial read on Banks was Towny. I don't have a read on Slip, don't have a read on Misa, don't have a read on Sammy. Tambo, I don't have a read on him, he could be Mafia. Weather guy, like...
Fuck?
Yeah, I don't really have any reads this early.
Doing, dude? Like you were sleeping.
I wasn't sleeping, dude. There's been little content analysis.
What do you mean?
Right. There hasn't been
Much content, dude. I got so many reads.
Not alignment indicative.
Honestly, there has not been a lot of content so far.
There's not been a
Yo,
line.
Misa, listen to Mafia, bro, alright?
Analyze people's
I'm not
alignment.
Mafia.
It's been a
You
lot
got
of
perfect info, so you got so many info.
trolling. That's why I think. That's why I'm inclined to think Banks is Mafia. I feel like he's pushing in a lot of directions, but like not a lot of alignment indicative things are being gained from it.
Like, but
Like
you
he's
just
just
talking
leading
county.
town around in circles. That's why I think Banks is Mafia.
I disagree with your read. I have some pretty good reads, I think, at the moment.
Like what?
Like I think that you're very top from your formal. In fact, it was something you said that I'm not going to tell you because I want to use it again. I think that
I hate that read. That's a terrible read. Like I won't tell you. It's a meta read. Blah 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 blah.
Good. I don't care if you. I don't care if you believe
Well,
my
you should
read.
care because I hate it.
Why? I literally could give a shit if you believed my read on you because it doesn't impact you, right? I just reached out for things. I didn't reach you down before the formal, and now afterwards I do. I also kind of like Large a little bit more, but only barely. I think what he said he could have easily said is Mafia, but it does seem like he's trying a little bit. I like Tool even more. I don't know about Weather Guy actually. I'm starting to think that I didn't get a save on him, and that he might be a Mafia. So
Wait, was my FOMO rescinded?
yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I
rescinded.
rescinded.
I'd like to know why Tambo rescinded.
I would too.
Well,
Well,
I think me and
Slip
Banks
isn't
caught
bad.
on to the same thing. He town tiled pretty hard.
Okay, you don't get to say that. You have to out it.
Oh wait.
Greedy, what's this little thing?
It's a town tell.
Also, by the way, I mean.
Adam, I thought you had a good read on Templar.
I have a question for Banks. I think it's very important.
I don't care
What's
about
up?
getting read on Templar.
Adam, Adam,
What's
are
a read on me?
You talked to some people, but
Say
you
again.
have talked
Here's the
like
thing, Adam. Sorry, go on that.
I
I want to hear that.
Somebody say.
yeah,
What's up, that?
you have talked with Sammy like quite a bit, and you didn't say anything about his alignment. You're already being pinged about it, and you haven't said anything. So
I thought he was moderately towny when he answered the question. I did say that that one thing he said made it seem like he could have been Mafia, where he was like town, Mafia. I don't know if I feel strongly enough to push on it yet. I kind of wanted to let the day progress. A lot of reads that I get, I won't actually give anything on until I feel more confident on it. Like, I kind of think I know something about Slip and Adam, but I don't want to say either of them yet. So I want the day to progress more. So I'm with the same place with Sammy and Tamburini, in fact. There's a lot of people that I feel confident giving reads on very quickly. There's other people that I wouldn't want to say because I think saying it affects their read of me and my read of them. And I care more about my read of them than I care about their read of me.
I don't get it.
Real nigga words.
Since you can
Andy, can you?
That's racist.
So far,
Yeah, I've got a few extra reads.
I want to give Andy.
I
I
was
want to
thinking
give
about.
What the fuck? Okay.
Let me
alright.
shut
Oh,
up.
sorry. I thought you were asking me for reads.
So I actually like Nat a lot so far. What he's contributed is probably more than his Mafia play so far. So I think he's probably town.
That's a cool phrase.
I actually liked Templar's formal.
Did you hear that whiz?
I think he's out of his Mafia range.
Wait, what?
That's what you said. I like that. A lot of people on forums say that, and I like that. I think he's out of his Mafia range. Meaning, I think he's done too much stuff that he would never do as
You've
Mafia.
wasted enough time, Banks. Go.
yeah, you wasted a lot of time today, man.
I don't really care. I thought it was cool. Suck it.
Hey, want to find out if Lucy has a shot?
I actually don't like Adam.
I'm gonna shoot
Yeah,
Banks.
I don't like Adam at all.
It'd be better than you shooting on Night Zero.
So far, I don't. Like
I'm gonna
Adam.
do it.
He could give his reads, and then I'll see on whether I like him more. But right now, I don't like his demeanor.
That's on me.
I don't
Yeah.
have a no read on Tambo. I also have a slightly scummy read on
You
RJ.
really don't have a read on me?
Yeah, I have a null read on you right now. I feel like you haven't done enough. I mean, you did formal Templar, but like I feel like it was justified.
Besides that, I've done other stuff for you to try to read me.
I still feel like for me in particular right now it's null. That means I don't have a good read on you. So, I don't know. I don't have a read on Sammy. Obviously Lucy's Vigi, I guess.
Are you sure?
I mean, you have to be if you claimed it.
Go on.
They're shitty.
Andy hasn't done enough yet for me to calm down, but I feel like he's done.
I'm sorry. I gotta ask this.
partially
Does
enough
null
for
mean
calm down,
no
I guess.
read?
Right.
What was that?
Does null mean no read?
No, it's like a grassy knoll. Like, you know?
Null means like it means like I don't know. If
I claim.
All right, move on. Andy,
You know
go.
what it means.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot to
Andy-
talk about actually.
Andy-
I've already talked about the Banks read, so I won't go on that. I do think he's still town. The thing that RJ had response to Banks when he was talking about PRs, I think that comes from a kind of towny perspective, so I kind of like RJ, although I don't think it's the best way to pressure if he thinks there's a medic save. Well, if Banks is Mafia, he knows there's a medic save. Pressure the medic save. I think if Banks wanted to out the medic, he probably already have done it by now, so I don't agree with the read, but I think it comes from a town perspective.
What does that have to do with your alignment?
I would kill Andy. I would still kill Music Boy.
Shut up, Adam.
What is
I want to go on. Tool had an odd reaction early on to Banks when he was pinged out. I thought it was kind of Mafia, but he's come out kind of a bit more towny since then. The way I read Tool is generally off like how confident and how into the game he is. Same kind of way I read Adam. Adam hasn't done anything. He's probably like Mafia or PR at this stage. Tambo's rescind off Templar is very, very odd. I thought Templar was kind of towny from his formal, just the general vibe I got off him.
And why was there a rescind on?
In particular, although he did town read me, which is something that Templar doesn't do very often, which is very, very odd. But he said he liked my read on Banks, so I don't know. I don't think I'd lynch Templar today.
Why was there a send
formal
on?
Adam.
I formal Misa boy. What are you doing?
Misa and okay, go for it.
There's a formal on Adam.
This shit's pretty boring. You rolled Mafia. You're not playing town.
I did not.
You're not playing
This
town,
is a
so
very aggressive formal. Okay, I'm being quieter. That's fine. I'm gonna go through my reads. I'm gonna start. I think Banks is town. I think he's very town. As far as that goes with the semicopter thing, I think semicopter is also town. He kind of I guess if Banks hasn't played with him, he is like this always, and I don't think he's Mafia. Though I haven't seen him as Mafia. He says he hasn't rolled it. I think Weather Guy is extremely town. I don't think I'd ever change that read. I think Nat is pretty town, not only from the way he talked, but that he's trying to push on me. Like, that was one of the big reads he gave, and I don't think he'd be bold enough to do that as Mafia. Going through my Mafia list, I think that Andy is pretty Mafia. I haven't liked him when he's been speaking, and he hasn't said anything interesting. He kind of dismissed me, he knew I was going on him later. I thought that was pretty Mafia of him.
I don't care what you think, Adam.
Okay. I don't like Misa Boy at all. He sounded kind of weird during his formal. It wasn't a formal, actually. That's weird. I thought he was formal the way he was talking. And, yeah, he's trying to omgus me. And I think Tambourine is pretty Mafia for trying to push the little bit of scum on Banks that he did, and then failing and falling backwards. And then, Banks, I want to know why you like RJ more throughout the day. I do not.
Like I said, I thought his reaction to what I said was more towny than I would expect if he was Mafia.
To what you said?
I do not think that Adam is outside of his town range. I think he could very likely be town.
Misa Boy, question?
What do you think about Tool?
Oh.
I'm going to use
I
that to read like all game.
I didn't like Tool at all until he started talking to Nat, and after that, I haven't really thought he was Mafia throughout the game.
I talked to you? I talked to you?
After you talked to Nat.
Yo, did I talk to you, bro?
I don't think that ever happened.
It was to or at.
Yeah, I don't think that ever happened.
He was calling Nat.
No, I thought I was just really high for a second.
Adam, I want to know which of my reads you didn't like and why when you said I didn't say anything interesting.
What do you mean? You didn't say anything interesting?
I don't remember any.
I gave quite a few reads. Okay, read on Banks, read on RJ, read on Tool.
No. We gotta go back to my. You gotta go back to the read on me.
Nothing stuck.
Like he just made something up. Like he was better.
Tool. You were kind of active early, and then Banks said something about you, and then later he said he found you town between then and there, and then after that you started talking to Nat, and after that point, and when I say
What is
I
that
mean
shit
that you.
talking with me? You
Oh
never
my
talked
god!
about me.
I don't care. I don't care if he was literally speaking with you. He was speaking at or around you. I don't. Whatever.
I really don't think that happened.
That never happened.
I really think Adam's town. All the people that he named were town. I also think are town. So what mislynches is he?
Town sides or Mafia sides as Mafia?
Well, me for a start, Tambo.
Tambo.
He's pushing on me too.
Mafia sides or town
I don't know about.
I strongly believe Adam is Mafia.
No, you
I
don't.
believe he's Mafia as well.
I agree.
I would kill.
That read on Tool was bullshit. It was bullshit.
Your ambivalence towards Templar, you're believing RJ is Mafia,
My
your general yes.
Oh, my ambivalent towards Templar.
You just
Yeah,
don't
I
care
asked you
about
for your read
Templar.
on Templar, Adam.
Say again?
You didn't answer me.
You have not cared about Templar this game.
I know his alignment.
You even said you didn't care about Templar.
Okay. Explain how that's Mafia.
I agree that you know his alignment.
That's really funny. I did not lead you into that at all. Slip, why do you care that I don't care about Templar?
Because you do care about Templar.
I think you picked.
You care about Templar every single game you're in with Templar.
When I am confident on a Mafia read, I will tell Templar to kill them tomorrow. That is what I will do for you.
You tried using a shitty.
And then instead he will die.
You
Say
tried
again?
using a
I don't
shitty
even
read.
so you're trying to go on oh, I read Templar Town, but you were so willing to second him, and you never
I
even
did not
once
second him.
Yes, you did. And you
No,
were
I did
so
not.
willing
Templar,
to-
I second you.
Tambo,
It was Tambo and RJ. Tambo formal, RJ second.
Time in this formal is up. Push or rescind.
I push.
I disagree with Slip.
Last 10
It's going to
seconds.
be a one vote on Mafia.
Slip is giving a read that I seconded Templar. I did not. It was RJ who seconded, which is part of why I finally decided to write him down under Mafia. Do not vote. I am town. I don't think I've ever said that in my last 10 seconds before.
If you would like to vote, wait, there's 13 alive. It takes 7 to lynch. If you would like to vote on Adam, please raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
Oh my god.
Adam, you are dead. Go to sleep. Send me your. Lucy, you die. With 23 minutes on the day, day begins.
Holy shit, the medic got a save.
Wrecked.
Okay, that's interesting. So look at the
GG,
Good
boy,
job.
save
Good
goal
save.
all the way. You trying to kill me, motherfuckers?
No, we
I feel
could
bad
have hit.
I feel bad for voting on him if he was town.
Man, if you were this KP, this is so.
I don't know, man. He wasn't playing town at all.
The first half of this movie was really bad, and I didn't like that you didn't respond how I wanted about this Templar question.
Why would they
kill? The analysis you gave on Banks and Tool was like really, really towny, and so I changed my mind.
Listen,
I still
Adam
thought
was
about.
likely ahead. I shot Lucy.
Yeah.
What the?
What?
I shot Lucy.
Alright, Tambo.
That's bullshit. Tambo, you counterclaim him day one. Shut the fuck up, bitch, pussy white
I
boy.
just shoot him in the name. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, shut up, Tambo. All right.
Tambo is not the
I'm not sure
vigilante.
whether I believe it.
Alright, Tambo, you are playing right the fuck now.
Yo, I'm not believing
I
him.
like
I don't
it.
care. Lucy was the bitch.
I like you, Tambo. Please don't claim.
I'm claiming.
I thought Tambo was Mafia with Banks and Adam yesterday anyways.
Obviously, Tambo is not the Vigi.
Tambo's never the Vigi here. If he is,
The
he
only
should
reason,
have
no, the reason he might not counterclaim is because if he counterclaims, he's going to get killed in the night.
I don't.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
But that would mean,
Andy?
that would mean we've hit and we've reduced KP and there was a minute.
Yes, for you to put believe that Tambo is.
That's pretty unlikely.
Tambo's never. Tambo might be Mafia. He's definitely not the Vigi.
Yeah, never the Vigi.
We'll see post game.
Yeah, I don't think I believe it. I'm trying to think of a world where Tambo could be Vigi.
Post game, how bad this thing was, if you are or not.
I think Tambo's Mafia. Like, I kind of just.
I think he's Mafia. Like, what the fuck?
Where's the Popo at?
It's a terrible play. In every world, is a terrible play.
You also defended Adam. Like, just saying.
Where are you at?
I know.
Yeah, Tambo. Like, you beat
Yeah, okay, so yeah, you defend Adam and then he fucking dies, and then like there's one KP. Fuck you.
I almost voted on Adam. I thought about voting on Adam, then all these hands just went up. I'm like, oh, that's just doesn't feel right.
Stop self-incriminating. I think Banks is the wrong one. I think Banks is town and just wrong. I think it's like. Yesterday I thought Adam Tambo plus one. I think the plus one could be Andy.
Listen, I like Banks more than.
It's really that easy.
Listen. Tambo's dying. All right, we're not. Banks not dying.
What happened, Adam plus Templar?
I'm town as fuck.
No, I'm just asking because that was like a world that was painted.
Oh, Adam never even gave his read on me. Like, what the fuck?
That was never a thing. I don't think. I mean.
Okay, I thought you were trying to like push that during his form.
No.
What was Adam's read on Tool?
Hold on.
He said he was
He made up a fucking read on me, dude. He made it up. That shit. That makes me tell.
Oh yeah, no, I do remember. Yeah, it was the.
Yeah, I'll fucking tell that shit now, motherfuckers, because he made up the read, bitch.
The read was completely bullshit. Like he made that up. It was.
And he was fighting it, bro. Like I know I'm not that high, man.
I was trying to put it together at the end, but he got killed anyway, so whatever.
Like,
Yeah, it's probably
No, I'm confirmed now. Like you can't do shit to me. I'm probably like if there was a save, it was probably me.
So
it has to be a cop.
I don't understand why would they.
So talk to me about something, Slip. So Lucy claims Vigi, right? And he claims to, and you think that Adam was a hit, correct?
Yes.
So the Mafia, who now knows that they only have one KP, goes in and decides to kill.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Exactly, Lucy.
No, yeah.
I'll put it this way.
Listen, let me tell you what.
I don't think it's that weird. I think.
How is that not weird?
Because I'll explain it. It's weird. Can you guys just let me talk? Jesus Christ, it's not that insane. It's the safest night to kill Lucy because most people never save the Vigi that night. And like if Mafia actually put the KP on Bobby Ham, they know Lucy probably didn't shoot anyways. So why not just kill the Vigi who can shoot you? And get him out of the game now.
Honestly, like I think we reduced
like
KP.
you could have hit the cop night 0. If you don't have any cop reads, you might as well just kill the Vigi, especially if you only have one KP. Because it's gonna be a confirmed town that can run the game.
Surely.
Yeah. It's less likely. It's less likely that they have 2 KP and put the bullet on the Vigi. It's far more likely that they have 1 and do it.
I agree. It's very likely as a hit either way, and I probably should have voted.
Okay, so let's live in the world for a second where
I'm gonna say no to the
Weather guy, Banks, Tambo.
Let's live in a world where Tambo, I mean, the Adam was Mafia, and then Tambo's his partner, right? So then
I hope he was Mafia.
In that world, all right. So there was a save night 0.
God damn it, my Adam reads got so bad.
So the Mafia killed the Vigi to try to make a play to try to claim Vigi, which is Tambo at this point. because his partner might be somebody that can't, like, I don't know, win the game by themselves.
So who would that be? Like, I don't think there are any really weak players in the game.
Because I mean, Tambo could ride the claim if he got it.
To where? Right. Andy usually has a lot more reads, and the fact that he called Adam Mafia or PR was kind of scummy in itself. But then the fact that he's kind of done that in a way because calling Adam Mafia like makes it so that if Adam dies and is Mafia, it makes Andy look better. But calling him possibly a PR, kind of makes people think twice about killing him. So he kind of is protecting his teammate there if he's Mafia with him.
Not at all. I was Adam's top lynch yesterday. Like, if Adam is a hit, which is increasingly likely, then I'm always town.
No one was going to listen to Adam, I don't think.
I don't like this read of
Tambo, why did you think?
You have to believe then that Adam's busting his own KP from day one in this setup.
You're right.
Why did you think Adam was towny in this form, Tambo?
Because all the people he was reading town, I were reading town. So like, where are his mislynches?
Who did he read? Yeah, Banks, Sammy, and Nat. I agree with two of them. I think Banks.
I don't know, man.
He called Mafia, myself, Mitsa Boy, you, Tambo, and RJ.
This game is weird.
Yeah.
No, the night kill.
It's been a strange kind of game.
That's why
from day one, my town reads are still like Banks.
The game's not that strange. Aside from Lucy saying that he shot Night Zero for whatever reason, whether he did or not, it's not been that strange of a game. It's been a pretty fucking normal game. The only time that this game got weird was when exactly Lucy dies in the night.
Exactly.
That's weird.
Yeah, I agree.
And the fact, look, okay, so cops should obviously out with different checks today. That's like a standard.
With two real lives, I think it's an out too.
I don't. They don't know if they're green, nerd. They definitely shouldn't out. They definitely shouldn't out because I think there's a lot of people that would actually save the Vigi as medic. So that means that the medic is like, you know, whatever, maybe. I don't know.
I don't.
Okay, so I reckon Slip's probably also town. Certainly, if Adam's a hit.
Yeah, man, I thought Adam was like legit PR, like all day. That's why I defended him.
I said I had Mafia or PR on him.
I didn't actually think he was Mafia. I just thought he was PR.
Why would you call him PR, Andy, if you think he's a PR? Like,
I didn't call him a PR.
I don't care. I don't care. Like, if I think somebody's Mafia PR, so they're Mafia or PR. I don't care.
Okay,
like,
so then Mafia then takes that as a PR read, and then they put attention.
He kind of did what I did when he was.
What, so you think I was trying to get Adam killed in the night?
There's also a chance that.
Why didn't I pressure him? Why didn't I vote on him?
Why the guy did you vote?
There's also a chance that Lucy.
No.
That's a good question, Andy. Why didn't you vote on him?
I told you why I didn't vote on him.
Okay.
I don't remember.
It was the second half of his formal. The analysis he gave with the interaction between Banks and Tool, I thought was really towny. The only thing I didn't really like about him was I kept pressuring him for a read on Templar, and like why he refused to read.
Almost kind of bled.
Did you right? What was his read on Tool, and why do you think it was good?
I don't even remember what it was. I just remember it was towny.
Okay,
I'm not
that's
making notes of that.
I do not like that. I do not like that at all.
I don't care what you think, RJ.
Isn't there a chance?
You think I have to make exact notes of everything everybody says in the game? I don't. I listen to what people say and I think, oh, that sounds towny.
There's definitely a world where like he was Mafia with Sammy because he agreed with my town read on him if Adam was Mafia.
I thought the way Sammy responded to your
he said, who was the other person that he said?
I think Sammy's also town.
He said somebody would be like always clear for him. I think it was Weather Guy.
It was me.
Weather Guy, yes.
So I was kind of thinking Weather Guy and Sammy might be the two people who would kill the.
I just sent my town.
Weather Guy's ballsy enough.
Fuck off. That's.
No, I think it's kind of ballsy, to be honest.
No, that's stupid.
It's dumb and ballsy.
Like he wasn't even doing anything in his town. Like, why would I kill him?
Well, I also don't think that you think of yourself as a great PR hunter. So, like...
I don't.
Yeah, so you wouldn't, like, have a cop read or something.
Anybody random is better than killing Lucy.
Thanks.
Okay.
You didn't vote.
I didn't mean to insult you, bro. I'm just thinking out loud.
Like, I'm gonna cry.
I don't think you should cry. I did not vote on Adam. No.
Yeah.
I strongly thought that he was a PR.
I didn't vote on Adam because I didn't like.
I thought that he was the cop with the check on Templar. He didn't give a shit about Templar's alignment because he knows how to read Templar really well, and he used that as a base point to turn Parity cop into normal cop. That's what I thought was happening.
That is a good read, actually. Yeah, I didn't think that myself.
Could be wrong, because there wasn't a lot of info to back it up, but
no, he would
have explained something.
I hope to God he's not the god.
Oh, he would have never claimed, ever.
All right, boys. I want to talk for a little bit.
Do you think he was getting... No, he really thought he was getting lynched there, because he came out and said in his last 10 seconds, like, I don't normally say this, but I'm not Mafia, I'm really town, don't vote here. Like, he knew he was getting lynched, he would have claimed.
I don't know.
Anyways, people I would never lynch.
Maybe.
Ever. Slip, David, and Banks.
Okay.
I don't think Banks is that as Mafia right there, ever.
Why not myself when I was pushing on Adam the entire day?
There's reasons why I'm not telling you and I don't want to go.
I mean, like, why do you think you should be immune to any lynch ever?
Well, isn't there a world where there's a double stack and Adam was PR? So, yeah.
Or a medic save, dog.
Like if
the medic save
or something like that.
All right. Okay. Let's just work under the assumption that Adam was a hit because this fucked us in All Stars this week.
It's fucked us more than a few times.
Yeah. So Adam was a hit. He's definitely Mafia. So
probably.
Sambo's Mafia.
Sammy, did you vote on Adam?
I did.
Okay. Damn it.
I don't understand this.
Listen, I know that Tambo's Mafia because he plays with me, dude, and he's always reads me town. He knows, and he just guts me the way out of his fucking town circle. Dude, he just named. Yeah, exactly. And then yesterday, you're like, "Oh, dude, fucking Tool Town." Like just when I. Okay, so when I flipped on you, now you call me Mafia.
I never called you Mafia either. Like I don't know what you're trying to grasp at.
Whatever.
I don't know. Did Tambo call Tool Mafia? I mean, I thought the only reason I thought Tool was Mafia yesterday was when he had the odd reaction to Banks, but since then he's been a lot more town.
Zero reason to think I'm
Mafia. The only like content read I have today is like Tool as town because he does this. It's the second time I've seen he gets emotional when town does like a good thing when like one KP is shown and he like get wrecked. It's like the thing I've already seen, and I think it's genuine, and I think it's Toots Town. So
there was a game where Tool's Mafia, one of his partners got red checked, and Tool goes like, "Get fucked!" And dude,
that was hilarious, though. Man, he got wrecked.
But Tool was Mafia that game, so don't necessarily read him for that.
No, yeah, that was true. That's true.
I think.
But he got fucking destroyed, dude.
Oh, you guys are all so fucking scummy.
Nah, I'm town. I don't understand that.
Yeah, it's
I've got lots of towns slip. I think your town, I think Banks' town, I think Sammy's probably still town, Templar's town, Tool's town. That's where I'm at. People I want to determine the alignment of
Templar's town.
Okay, so I don't know what to make of Tambo's claim right now. I'm in the world.
I'll tell you what, if I somehow get the final 3 lynch me.
You're not making it that far, bro.
I hope we win beforehand.
It's very interesting.
I want to hear from Mitsu Boy. Like, where are you at?
Okay, so my reads are I still like Nat. He's probably like one of my top town. I've liked Andy just because like he was pushing with me on Adam the entire day yesterday. Do
you still like me even though I didn't vote?
I think he's really towny, especially today. I mean, initially like day 1, I thought he wasn't like super towny, but now he's getting really towny for me. RJ is still slightly scummy. I don't know if he's I think he's scummy still. Sammy, he hasn't done enough for me to give him a town pass yet. Tool has definitely switched from Mafia-ish yesterday to towny now. I actually like Nat's read on him. I still don't have like a really strong read on Banks. Like I never get a good strong read on Banks until
you're really killing me, man.
What do you think of my alignment in regards to my interactions with Adam, seeing as you like Mafia read both of us?
I don't actually remember that many interactions with you and Adam. That's partially why I think you're more.
I seconded the formal and like was pushing reads on him, and I really wanted him dead.
Really, you seconded? Because I remember I seconded.
Yeah, we both.
No, I seconded.
I seconded.
Several people.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of people seconded.
I seconded the formal, and then when he was in his last minute, I was trying to push my reads on why I thought like he was taking an easy read on Banks and Sammy, and that his read on the Tool Nat thing was kind of made up, and he just wanted to like get a read out there. I thought it was shitty. But like yeah, I couldn't talk over him too much.
So the thing is, the thing I find the most weirdest, even though Slip won on Adam, I thought it was like extremely like he just went straight on Adam and then formaled him, and then like I thought that was really weird. That's the one like extremely weird read I've got. Even though I think Adam is Mafia. And that was a good hit. I still thought that.
Okay, so Banks convinced Adam in his last 10 seconds.
Bobby.
That dude's down.
Bobby,
now that we think that Adam is Mafia. But Slip, will push on him. That guy's Mafia.
The Adam's Mafia. Slip was always.
So
the only way we can there's a medic save here, and like Tambo's Mafia with 3.
God, why am I getting town red? Like, I honestly don't.
I don't know.
This game's fucking.
The good things you did yesterday were very town, Banks.
Yeah. Like defend the guy who's probably Mafia. Good job, team.
No. The first half of yesterday was really town.
Well, I played well.
I didn't vote on Adam either.
I still don't have like a super strong read on
this game. Second half of the school was more town.
Yeah, like you shouldn't be reading Banks as all that town yet. I don't think.
I agree.
There we go. Thank you.
Like I
need suspicion to live through the night. I appreciate it.
RJ. I think RJ.
Oh shit! Wait, hold up. Wait. Tambo's shot doesn't make sense.
Tambo's not the Vigi.
Yeah, no fucking joke. It doesn't make sense. He's joking. Never the Vigi.
Like, no, because
like you're not that high.
I know, but because there would be 2 kills still because the shot doesn't go
His
through.
claim
right?
was never serious, was it? I didn't think it was serious.
No,
y'all are dumb.
I wasn't, dude. Really,
Tambo, you're so Mafia. Like.
Oh my God,
somebody
dude.
actually.
Tambo, what's that claim, Rio?
I thought you.
Oh, you were dick,
people were believing that claim.
I believed it this whole time. I've been hitting Mafia for it.
I have to believe we've reduced KP.
Dude,
I formal Andy.
Yeah, he has to be Mafia, dude. No, he used to die.
There's a formal.
I second
on Andy.
On me?
Yes. I don't. Your play is just fucking weird and awful. Like I don't like most of what you're saying. I think you're kind of just like throwing shit out there that most people are believing anyways.
I'm gonna cry.
Like you're not even like calling anybody Mafia. You're just kind of like, yeah, these people are doing kind of towny things, and that's it.
Yeah, okay, well, let me start by calling somebody Mafia. I think RJ is probably Mafia. I town-read him lightly yesterday for his interaction with Banks, but what I noticed today is he's come out and he's flipped on me and he's tried to push scum on me for reasons... It's exactly like what Morris did in Final 3 in the game yesterday.
Don't even bring that shit up.
He's trying to find little things to nitpick that say, like, oh, you're Mafia because you can't remember exactly what Tool and Banks' interaction was.
So do you think Adam is Mafia?
No, that's wrong. Like, you should have remembered that.
And like when you called Banks out with a PR thing yesterday, initially I thought like, oh, you're coming from town perspective, trying to think that Banks might be Mafia hunting for PRs. But when I thought about it more, and I explained this yesterday as well, it didn't make much sense, right? Because if Banks
I did pretty good. I killed the Vigi.
He pressures somebody who he knows is a medic save. Okay, so I thought that with hindsight,
do you think Adam's Mafia?
It's kind of like you're subtly pushing scum onto people without trying to look really, really obvious. Very Mafia thing to do, I think.
Do you think Adam's Mafia?
I just don't think you've been very town this game, RJ. Like, I kind of gave you the pass yesterday for it, but I don't think you're town today.
Do you think Adam's Mafia?
I've already said my town.
Andy, do you think Adam is Mafia?
Sorry?
Do you think Adam is Mafia?
Yes, most likely.
He wanted to kill RJ. RJ was the one he was like most heavily wanting to kill.
No, I was most heavily wanting to kill.
That's what this formula doesn't make sense. It was.
I disagree that like Adam pushed hard on Andy.
So this is let me explain.
It was like Andy needs to die, and they formaled each other.
No,
I did try to second Adam. I'm not sure if I got it in.
Oh, was so scummy at that point. There was no way that anyone was going to follow him up. Like you can't read into that too much.
Okay. So this is my formula. Let me explain exactly why I thought that. Why I didn't vote on Adam in the end. So the first half of this formula was pretty bad. He responds really badly to Slip's initial pressure, especially regarding like why he didn't give a read on Templar. I also thought it was very strange that he did not say like, leave Templar alone, Templar's town, or like Templar's Mafia, we got to kill Templar. I also questioned him about it. He didn't answer it. The second half of his formal, though, he started giving much more towny reads. I didn't make a note of them because Adam was speaking very quickly, and I didn't have time to make notes on everything. But I just remember things he was saying, like particularly regarding the read he gave between the on the interaction between Banks and Tool. I thought was really towny. It just flicked switches in my head. It says, that comes from a really town perspective. That's when I thought about not voting on Adam. Also, he's calling me Mafia, and I don't want to just on-gus him. I want to listen to the content of his formal. And then right at the end, I was still thinking about voting, and then suddenly all these hands shoot up really quickly, and I'm sort of here, and I'm thinking, this doesn't feel right.
So
Like,
Andy,
this guy's probably town. Having said that, with hindsight, he probably hit. Like, I don't know what Tambo's been doing today. He could be
Before other people
Mafia.
voted. You shouldn't be reaction voting. That's what Mafia do.
Sorry?
What?
You should have decided what your vote was before, like when you were saying that you
Why?
basically changed.
I think that's patently untrue, regardless of Andy's alignment. I think that what RJ just said is like
exactly like
unequivocally.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean about how RJ's been subtly pushing.
I reaction vote way more as town than I do as Mafia.
In really like lateral ways. It's really strange.
I see Andy make his decisions on his own reads. I don't see him following other people and voting after.
I'm not always actually on my reads. So I'm going to go through. I've got like a minute and a half left. So I'm going to go through the town. Okay, so what is it?
Alright, I'm gonna say this, like, in any fucking world, why are we playing around the hard game? Fucking Adam was Mafia, Tambo just tried to play a claim, didn't work out, he resended, like, he's probably fucking Mafia. Like, it's easy, why are we playing around the hard game? Andy's probably talented.
We could probably do Tambo. I don't know what Tambo's doing. I think he's a better player than this. He could be Mafia.
They're just so bad.
I'm going to go through my town reads again. Like, I thought Banks was very town for the way he pressured people early yesterday, the way he tried to get a response out of Sammy. I thought Sammy's response was kind of towny as well. He's been riding that, but he hasn't done anything since. I could possibly reevaluate him. Based on the fact I think that Adam is probably a hit, Slip is almost certainly town. Templar during his formal was very town as well. I can't really pin why I read him as town. I think when Templar's Mafia, he tends to like sort of spew information very, very quickly, but in a very, very sort of matter-of-fact way. Like he doesn't really care about the game. When Templar was giving his reads yesterday, I thought he was much more animated. It just felt more town. I can't even explain that read. It's a bad read, but I think he's down. Tool, I've already given the read on. Like, I thought he had odd reactions to Banks, but then since then he's come out and he's been more sort of towny Tool swag.
People vote on this. It's like,
and that's where I'm at. I like Meets the Boy. I think has been a bit more town today. What did he do? Town Red me, Town Red Nat. I still don't have a really strong read on Nat. Normally, when I think Nat, if I hit Nat on the formal, I think he gives a good train of thought. I think I can read him town off that.
Time in the formal is up. Push or resend.
I push.
Last 10 seconds, Andy.
Okay, I'm town here. Give me my reads. I think we could probably kill Tambo. I want to pressure like Nat and Weather guys some more today as well. Those are the only guys I don't have a strong read on.
With 11 alive, it takes 6 to lynch. Please raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote. That is not enough.
Yo, Banks, what's with that vote?
I think that was a miss.
There was a reaction vote.
Okay, well, if it feels right, do it. Like, I'm down, but...
You think that was a miss? There's two Mafia. There's two Mafia in this game, right? There's so many people.
Tambo.
No. Why is no one second?
Second Tambo.
There was a formal on Tamburini.
Fuck yeah.
America.
I thought you were Mafia day one. I don't really like your play this game. Like the Vigi claim doesn't help you at all. I don't know.
Yeah,
it very much felt like you and Adam could be together day one. I don't remember what set me off on that, but I was like, man, I don't know. I think it was the way he was talking
Maybe
to you.
when I defended the shit out of him.
No, it wasn't even that. It was long before that. I think it might have been the way he was talking to you.
He never talked to me before his formal.
I disagree. It was something about
agree, 'cause
read on
I was-
somebody.
You're a wizard, Harry.
That's why I thought Tambo's claim was a joke the whole time.
It pretty much was a joke.
Accusation period is up. Formal begins.
So the reads that I got from that, Adam was almost certainly ahead. There was a couple of people that like didn't really react to like, oh my god, maybe we only had I got a medic save or not. That means the Mafia knew that there probably wasn't a medic save. I'm just gonna go ahead and list those people. I think Meets Up Boy is probably Mafia. He didn't really have a reaction to that. But I also think, whatever, Meets Up, I'm just gonna ask Meets Up, do you have a cop check of you? Because I thought that's why you were giving me a null read yesterday. Because you had nothing to read me as and you're trying to get an extra check. So Meets Up Boy.
If I were a cop, I'm not that stupid. I'd probably still give you a read.
I don't know. That's what it felt to me. Like I said, I like Slip, I like Templar, and I like Banks. My lunch order now would be Mitza. I don't know. Any felt townish to me. Meh.
Why do you like Templar?
I think might have been wrong on Sammy. And he's probably Mafia. Did you have a question, Slip?
Why do you like Templar?
Because he was the first person to call Adam out. He was like, "Oh my God, Adam's not here. I formal Adam," and then Adam like smiled and tried to formal him back. And at that time, I was like, "Whatever, they're just bitching at each other."
They're probably partners, if that's the case.
If you think Andy's down,
and that's probably your partner.
Do you think Sammy busted Adam though by voting on him?
That's probably the team.
Well, when I saw the votes, it looked like Adam wasn't getting lynched, and then like a wave came.
Don't kill me, Tempo.
Well, that is what I saw as well. That's what
Sammy was
That's why I was just like, that's why I cringed.
I don't know. I think if Adam is Mafia, he could be with like Tambo and Weather Guy, but
are you dumb? Like whether well, he could be with Weather Guy.
I'm trying to think why Mafia would bust Adam.
Weather
there.
Guy's
do
down
they
this
really
game.
So hard.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Like,
can't hear
why
you.
would they?
Weather Guy's down this game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He hasn't done any of his Mafia tells, so it's like it's weird.
Okay, so who's the Mafia? He didn't vote on Adam. It's not me.
Adam gave him. That's why I was saying like Adam let a lot of people town.
That's my
that
problem.
I thought were town.
Either Mafia voted on Mafia or Adam was town.
Get fucked.
Did Slip bus?
I think that's like the funniest thing. Alright,
Slip would be driving like the triple decker coach.
Good job. Good job, listen, Mafia.
Town read both
Trump level.
I will say I didn't expect Adam to get as many votes as he did.
Did you bus?
Does anybody have any questions?
I also was on the same boat. I didn't expect Adam to get that many votes. I thought they were just gonna barely go over.
Shut up, music.
Fuck up voting on your partner.
I want to ask Tambo, what did you get out of the Vigi thing? Like,
He
already said this.
Oh, sorry, did I miss that? Oh, is that what he was talking about regarding the responses to the nightclubs? Sorry, my bad.
So like
Alan maybe Pizza Boy is Mafia.
Hey, Banks.
You defended
What's
the
up?
guy.
Sure,
That's the
Bring
Mafia.
back bad memories. Hey, Tool, I formal Banks.
Fuck you, dude. A formal temper.
Of what? When did that happen?
Remember when I lynched you over
What do you
him?
think
and
about
I voted
Oh.
on you. Yeah.
his
He
activity
keeps bringing it up.
far more than it was.
I know,
last.
right?
Really? More?
You're about to get wrecked
Yeah.
this game, though. We're about to lynch
Which is
both
weird.
bro.
I don't know how to read that. Considering like
I'm
considering it's
playing
getting
this game very differently because it's
considering
the
it's
All-Star
getting
sound is
later.
very different.
But hang on, let me get considering it's getting later in the night. I don't expect someone to pick up energy. So that's why I'm confused on RJ's alignment. I feel like regardless
My
of this,
body clock is like completely reversed, by the way, so don't read into that too much.
Like, I think if 2KP's shown to kill RJ every time, because like this formal when
So here's my problem.
someone tried to
You think
formal
Adam
RJ.
was a hit, but you're town reading all the people who didn't vote on him.
Let's just
Time in the formal is up. Push or resend.
I push.
Last 10 seconds, Tembo.
thank you. Maybe I'm just reading the game wrong. Well, I obviously did with Adam, but yeah, I don't like all his town reads like still seem town to me, which is weird.
With 11 alive,
I'll lynch me to tomorrow if you lynch me to.
with 11 alive, it takes 6 to kill. Please raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
You guys are so
5
bad.
is not enough. You got this formal in at the exact time your
Yeah, we
day
have a
ran out.
guarantee.
So you have a guarantee.
Can you guys all put your hands up again?
Let's talk about that.
I didn't get the votes there. I locked my computer instead of print screening. So can everyone just like, vote?
Okay, yeah, I will give you the votes. The votes on Tambo were Nat, URJ, Sammy, Tool, and Banks. So that's like.
I'm a vagina for not voting.
Man, I voted on fucking everyone. I
Maybe I
probably
should have voted, but
Tell
I wanted to see the votes because here's the thing, right?
Me and Nat are on the same page.
Why should have you
I'm having the same problem as Tambo, except for Weather Guy. Like I know I'm town. I can't find Mafia that didn't vote apart
That's
from
my
Nick,
problem too.
on Adam. It's
I
this
think,
game's harder than I think.
I think Adam may have missed. That's why I didn't vote on Tambo. Tambo just didn't come to the conclusion in his phone.
Adam was not being very town. Aside from the one read he gave the
Who
bank.
formal Tambo? I was
Thanks,
slipping.
can you take a stance on the game?
I read it all over the place.
Like, don't
Me?
make it
Taking several stances on the
I
game.
know, but who do you want to kill?
I wanted to kill Adam. I wanted to kill Andy and Tambo. They're the ones that didn't vote on Adam. I think Adam was probably a hit now. I was probably wrong. Yeah, because I thought it was a PR. But one person died in the night. and I'm going to take in new information and use it to my advantage. I'm not going to play that.
You guys are playing the submarine game. It's so dumb. Like, why didn't you just vote on Tambo?
Tambo's town, Mafia. Somewhere between that RJ Sammy. I think.
What was the vote on?
I'm gonna tell you. This is how sad. I'm gonna tell you this.
Somebody tell me the vote on Andy.
How sad it was. If Tambo's Mafia,
It was you, RJ, and Nat.
RJ, Nat, Slip.
RJ, Nat could easily.
Me, Nat, and RJ have all voted on Tambo and Andy.
I'm from RJ.
Yeah.
No. Second RJ.
Okay.
On RJ.
RJ, who's the
You rescind this.
Sorry, that's my shitty formal alert going on.
RJ voted. Why are we? What?
Can we give an accusation? I mean, I've already given
this
mine.
now because we have 10 seconds. Misa's controlling it as well, who I think is one of the scummiest people left. Who is a
we're in last guarantee.
Yeah, let's be rescinded.
Yeah, this was the last carry.
It can't be rescinded. Well, it could, but...
So RJ, here's the problem.
That's
I'm thinking Adam was a miss just because I'm town rating a lot of the people who didn't vote. And I actually think that.
Did you say that you thought the vote was going over? You said you did not think the vote was going over. Is that accurate?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
if you were Mafia and you see your Mafia partner about to get voted on at the end of the day, and you think that the vote is about to not go over, would you vote on it for credit or would you not?
I can answer that. I can answer that for me, sir. Like,
you could not answer that at all. You could just not talk during somebody else's formal. That'd like be amazing.
RJ's formal has started. Accusation period is over.
Yeah, well, whatever. Like, I legitimately thought Adam was Mafia. I gave my reads on him. I seconded him, and I was giving my reads on why I thought he was Mafia. Like, you can disagree with them however you like. I think Adam as town comes out a lot stronger. He has stronger reads. He has better reasons for them. He can back them up. He couldn't even explain his tool read. Like, he just made it up. Like, it wasn't a real read. So. Yeah, Andy, I've given my reads on him, why I thought that he was Mafia, and why I thought that there was a world where he was aligned with Andy, with Adam, and I thought it fit together. So yeah, Andy, like the whole thing about Andy calling Adam Mafia or PR. I thought that was because he was just trying to. I think that's really smart if they are together, because if he calls him a PR, it discourages town from voting on him. If he calls him Mafia, he can use that if he gets lynched and use that as town credit. If they're together, that's like a smart play, and I think Andy is someone who can come up with them kind of like logical plays, which put him in a good situation in both worlds.
I want to say something that like. Yeah. He's a boy, I don't know what you're doing, but Andy is so scummy here to hijack the formal and make this on RJ because...
What did I hijack from?
You hijacked
my scum reads, I explained earlier. Like, why wouldn't I second him?
Why are you making the formal? You're not doing anything this
Why
game.
shouldn't I make the formal? We don't have any confirmed town.
Unity, what the fuck?
I'm town, I want to lynch Mafia. I think I'm Mafia, so I second his formal.
Okay.
No, these contracts
You're wrong.
suck.
You're so wrong.
So we almost
whatever.
Slip is as town as it gets right now because he killed the Mafia, so he's as confirmed as it gets. So the person that should we almost killed the Mafia as well. Like
I think like I really hope that I've been like universally town red. I've tried to play very towny. I honestly kind of want to push the vote here just so Mafia don't get more information and we can move on to
No. We can talk about this. We can talk about this. We can lead town because all right, this is what just happened. All right, this is probably the word. I'm not gonna say it's 100%, but this is like the easy rule. This game is easy. All right, Adam got killed. Mafia. Tambo got foremost. He's Mafia. We didn't kill him. Yo, there's 10 town. There's 10 people, not including Tambo. There's one Mafia in there if he's Mafia, and like nine town. How do you not vote? Like we just like lost the game, not lost the game, but like it was so stupid. We just got hijacked by another Mafia probably, or just dumb town. Like you don't formal the last formal of the day on a guy that voted on probably Mafia. The guy faked a Vigi like. And defended the guy that we just killed that was Mafia. Like, what are you doing?
Two. Here's the problem. Unless the team is precisely Tambo, weather guy Adam, like Mafia.
It doesn't have to be weather guy. Why does it have to be weather guy?
Because he's the only other one other than me, who I'm town, who didn't vote on Adam.
So who cares? Our town could be wrong.
So
People is on RJ.
You're
Please
just saying
do it
why
on
were you
RJ.
voting on somebody who voted on Adam? That's the answer.
Because he just fake cleaned right after, dude.
Oh my god,
Andy,
let
why
RJ
do you
talk.
want to kill me over Slip? Like
I told you. I think. I watched your game. I watched your game yesterday, RJ. You were very, very analytical. You led town. You pinged people for information. This game, all you've done is you've interjected at times that I felt has been to push scum around on people I felt were probably town.
I'm playing a different game. This is All-Stars setup. I'm playing with more experienced players. I think I play very differently depending who I'm playing with and what the setup is.
Granted, I understand that I play differently from game to game as town as well, but like, I think your Mafia, I think every time you've interjected, like,
it's much more logical. There's less body reads in it, like as much as like actual using your reads more.
Time in the formal is up. Visa boy, do you push or resend?
I push.
Last 10 seconds, RJ.
Okay, I'm town. I think I've projected town pretty well. Don't vote.
With 11 alive, it takes 6 to lynch. If you would like to vote on RJ, please raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
Good job. Good job.
It is not enough. You have RNG'd at least one more formal.
All right, you guys aren't talking anymore. That's cool. All right, Slip and Banks, because I'm my fucking top town right now. What do you want to do?
Don't give Banks your town read.
Well, I mean, I like Banks right now.
Give it to me, baby.
Banks wants to play.
I'll say this.
Banks voted on the easy game. Banks is playing the easy game.
I'm just gonna talk briefly about the game. At this point, like I think Tool is town. I think Banks is town. I think Weather Guy's town. I wish Templar would participate more because I kind of read him town day one, but like I wanted to actually like participate in the game. I liked Sammy's reaction day one to Banks. It is what it is. So that kind of leaves me with like 5 people, and like I kind of just want to kill all 5 of them. Like I kind of want to just kill like literally all 5. I think we probably kill.
Some of them are town.
Yep, for sure. We're killing either Mitza or Nat today. I think Tambo and Andy should be like the 2 after that.
Those are 2 horrendous.
Don't
I believe Nat is.
I'll put it, the 5 people I think should die this game are Tambo, Andy, RJ, Mitza, and Nat. Like I think.
Mitza, why is Nat a bad kill? He voted on the same team as RJ. Why is Nat a bad kill when he voted the same as RJ?
Or why do you think Nat is town?
I think so I think Nat has been playing Tawny. Like I mean, I think he's well.
You and Nat have not voted once the same.
Thanks for making it easy for us.
With the exception of Adam.
Once what?
You and Nat have voted like opposite completely. I formal Mitza.
Wait, Slip, what was that?
There was a formal on Mitza boy.
The only time, like, you're town reading Nat, you can't justify it. The only time you and Nat have voted the same was on Adam. You kind of, like... I think your justification in I didn't think Adam was going to die, because if Banks and Tambo are actually town... If Banks and...
Do we believe Lucy was the Vigi?
Yes.
Do you believe you shot Bobby?
Irrelevant.
It doesn't matter.
When I'm the medic.
It doesn't matter. He might not have shot. He might have just been trying to...
Don't lynch me! I'm the medic!
Who'd you say?
How is it irrelevant when I'm the
It's irrelevant whether he shot or not, because we're never going to know. It doesn't mean anything.
No, it's important because I could have gotten a save night 0.
Okay,
you could have gotten a save last night too. Like
unless your save was on Lucy, if Adam was a hit, unless you saved exactly Lucy on night 0, why would the Mafia not kill who you saved?
Correct.
Accusation period has ended. Mitza boy, your formal starts now.
Who are you claiming as your saves?
So
he should absolutely
say
you should say last night.
Absolutely.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Hurry up.
Okay, so I saved Banks night 0. And I'm trying to think.
Not a save.
That's not a save.
You trying to think your other save?
No, say all saves.
You say last night because if we missed, you probably got a save.
Andy last night.
I don't believe you.
I saved Andy last night.
That's
why
what
I was
world
telling
do you ever
I
fucking
thought-
save Andy?
So fabricated, man. Oh my god.
Because I thought Andy could potentially be the cop. That's why.
There's now the
What?
very real world where Adam's a myth then.
No,
Okay,
there's
so,
not.
like,
Adam's been hit. There's no KP put on you last night ever.
I'm town. I didn't vote on him. Like there's a strong chance I was medic saved last night. I can't guarantee that.
No, there's fucking
Not.
not. There's
Who
never.
said they don't believe him? Who said they didn't believe him? That's fucking the dumbest thing I've ever heard. He's like obviously the medic. He even acted like he was the medic during Andy's formal. If you guys are fucking paying attention, it makes sense now.
Andy never got KP put on him last night. Like
Irregardless of whether or not Andy got KP on him, he's still the medic, which is what matters.
Because there's no way they split on Lucy and you. Get out.
There's always
Get the
a world
fuck
where
out.
Banks was saved night 0 and Bobby Ham was shot. And
I
then...
find that highly unlikely.
Yeah, that is okay. So yes, Misa may have been playing like a god, but I do not believe that is the case in most worlds. I think it is much more likely that Misa has yet to get a save, but I do believe that he is the medic. I don't think we should presumptuously take any of the saves. If there is saves, then it makes RJ probably a lock to be Mafia. If there were 2 KP at any point, but
See, that's
aside
what I'm
from
trying to say. That's why I was pushing him.
yeah, but
I can confirm if Mita Boy's real. I can confirm like no Mafia voted on RJ today.
Yeah. Okay.
However many
There's also a chance that I'm completely wrong, and he could be.
It was almost.
Mafia.
There's a world where
because if that's
okay, yeah, that could be that world in your eyes, sure.
Mafia for sure.
Okay,
Because
we're obviously
he did
not
not
killing
vote on
him
Adam.
today. Like,
If we get another formal, we're killing that.
We're not gonna get another. We're already RNG 2.
So Nat voted
No,
on
this
Adam.
is RNG 1.
If we're saying Adam,
Yeah, it's RNG 1.
Oh, okay.
It's probably Nat's probably town.
Alright.
What?
Nat voted on Adam.
And
He also voted on your medic save and fucking Tamburini.
So he bust on his partner.
You know why I don't think Misa's real? Because Misa's not using the information that he has if he was the real medic to his real.
I mean,
You're joking me, Tool?
Yes,
I'm
serious.
You heard what he said in my formal, right?
He's almost always the medic. The thing is that, like,
I agree. I agree that he's probably the medic. I think he's just playing badly.
Me too. I do think so. I think that, like, so you're using this read on Nat, which is really weird. That's like the only thing that I don't like about your formal, is that you're saying that you think that Nat is Townie because of the fact that Adam was Mafia, when you also think you got a save on Andy, which would be fucking irrelevant.
You think Andy and Tambo are town, then Banks, your votes are really shitty. If Adam was a hit, then because you voted like literally completely wrong, and also you have brought up some. Like, I haven't liked you too much, so all I'm gonna say is like you've called me Mafia, and I've looked at you, and I've like reconsidered you, and I do. Like, I still think that there is a possibility of you being Mafia, and people should definitely keep an eye on you.
yeah, I'm keeping an eye
If
on
he's Mafia, he's probably with
He didn't
Misa.
vote on that. I didn't vote on Tambourine.
I'm sorry that I voted with you twice.
Time in the formal is up.
There's a
We
lot
should
of-
rescind.
I rescind.
Yeah.
You have
There's a lot of
RNG. No more formals. Go to sleep.
Fuck this.
Send me your night actions. During the night, Misa boy, you die. Day begins.
I have a green check on Tool.
Shut up.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I don't believe anything you say, Tambo. Having said that, analysing the votes overnight, I think you're probably town because the same people who voted on you voted on me, with the exception of Slip.
What?
Eat my day 1 reads.
Well, Tempo is not dying today.
Because I'm counting.
RJ and Nat are not getting out this game alive. Like,
Adam and Banks is Mafia. Like, honestly, how can nobody else FOS Banks after he hard defended Adam and we've clearly visibly reduced KP?
I did simpler, but I don't know.
maybe I'm
how
wrong
to
with
push
Banks,
them.
but
Dude, I did it
you were so
yesterday.
town day one. Like,
Thank you, Templar.
It was not how they won. You led turn around in circles.
Simpler, I just don't know
And
how
then
to
Slip
push them.
fucking
That's
bust
why I
Adam
have
too
it.
hard.
I'm okay,
I don't know,
Banks.
he could vote on me as well, and Tambo.
Alright, so who is the, like, how is the cop dead? That is a good question.
Because they're fucking bad at this game.
So the cop has to be, like, exactly one of the night zeros, or
Shitty play.
A shitty player.
why is it a shitty player? What the fuck
Because they
reads
got
that?
zeroed like a bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, a bitch.
It almost sent him Adam. I was considering
Or it's Tambo. He's just bad at this game. He can't bitch, you know.
he probably was.
If Adam was somehow
Tambo's probably Mafia.
I got a green check on Tool.
Shut up. You need to die.
I'm not gonna die too. But I know you're
Or like if the cop has just literally made shitty checks.
If you're Mafia, you already know I'm down.
Like, he's gonna have something now.
The cop could never have shitty enough checks to not out. Period.
Really?
If you are the cop, you are alive, and you have checks that are good. Who did they check? Did they check Lucy, who claimed Vigi? Nah. Did they check Misa, who claimed Pip, the medic? Nah. The only way that their checks are bad is if they checked in order. Lucy, Misa, and X is the same. And that is the only way that it's bad. And even then, the check has to be on somebody like fucking Tambo, myself, or Andy, which would still be good information. Which is like.
Okay, so we get the point back. So
cop is alive without if anyone claims cop after today, they're fucking lying. Because there's no way a cop is alive with bad checks today, ever.
So here's the problem. Who's the Mafia who bust Adam?
The guy wants to claim.
Okay, I have claimed that I'm going to say to you guys now, who didn't vote on Adam? It was
me.
Andy, Tambo, Weather Guy, Banks.
You guys suck.
Myself, Andy,
there's got to be one Mafia in there.
So why didn't you vote on Tambo, bitch? You think I'm town and you think Weather Guy is town. Why did you vote on Tambo?
Were you claiming cop?
I don't know why they voted on Tambo.
Nah, were you claiming cop?
I really just wanted to see him for
me.
I feel like
I never said Weather Guy was town, by the way. Not yesterday.
This is kind of weak, but like I want to draw attention to the fact that what Andy just said is really weak, but it's something that I've seen Andy do. He tries to construct a Mafia world. When he's Mafia, he tries to construct a Mafia world in one which is very similar to the actual world. And him saying like that there's one in that group that didn't vote. Like, honestly, if he's Mafia...
You mean like I did the other day, when De Bears was Mafia and I hardcored him down and tried to get back? Yeah, that's what I do as Mafia.
Yeah, I just keep seeing as scummy.
Like, OJ is just outright lying. Like,
that's not a lie, that's a read. It's probably bad, but it's a read.
Then you're either like really bad town, which is unlikely, or you're Mafia, which is...
Who formaled Misa, by the way?
Me. I seconded.
I seconded it.
I don't remember who.
And who formaled it?
I did.
Flip formaled it.
How the fuck is the cop dead? Why can I like reduce KP day one and not get a fucking cop?
I'm putting my tinfoil hat on for like a minute.
The time has come.
Just hanging out over here though. Don't worry about me.
All right, so I'm gonna talk about a couple things. We definitely reduced KP because like I highly doubt Mitsu got a save last night, and it would be Milo today if Mafia.
Well, it makes no sense because if there was a save on me night one, I would have died last night.
There was never a fucking save on you. Mafia would never tell you with KB.
Regardless,
well, that's not necessarily true. I wasn't. There were people who said I wasn't
never dying in the night.
I might have been a PR read.
You were never dying in the night.
We're killing Andy if he keeps saying he was the medic save.
No, I don't think I was. I don't think I was. But I'm saying I evaluated that world. I think it's unlikely. But it's not impossible.
Is like not like the real medic and lied about his check on you or something.
Always the medic.
He would never lie.
I think given
RJ, let me.
So I agree. There probably wasn't a save on
Let me get some.
That's a really dumb thing to say. I don't know why I said that.
Let me get some more.
Templar, can you talk about that, please?
It's okay, RJ. We can lynch you today, and you can go back to bed.
Stop talking.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here's the thing. Like, you haven't said anything in the game. I usually don't read you very early, but I want
Weather Guy's town. I don't really care what you think about him. Templar. No, what do you think about him?
I wanted to know where he stands.
That's nice. We'll find out later. Like,
I don't care.
You don't get to. Nat, I don't know what you think about the game either. So like, I don't really give a shit about what you think about Weather Guy.
Let's talk.
There's a formal on Banks.
I think it's weird that literally nobody pinged you out yesterday. Like, you hard defended Mafia day one, and
yeah, I think that's weird too.
Templar. The fact that nobody pinged him out doesn't really matter because there's one other Mafia other than him. So his partner would have to, like, there's so many town. Like, what are you doing?
Nobody.
Yeah, but Mafia are going to be pinging out people who are suspicious. If he's town, then Mafia should be pushing on him as suspicious.
Correct. Do you
but
think?
He's not.
What is the fucking logic there?
I agree.
So if he's town, he's an easy mislynch for hard defending his KP.
Who is? I'm an easy mislynch?
For hard defending your KP day one, you should.
If Tambo doesn't get lynched,
oh my god!
Banks is an easy
hard
mislynch.
defended Adam. KP was visibly reduced. Mafia should have pushed on you yesterday.
Did you vote on Tambo?
I didn't vote on anybody yesterday.
Did you vote on Tambo? Oh, then shut the hell up, dude, because Tambo did the same shit.
Why
is you hard defended Banks? You hard defended RJ.
You're a hypocrite because you're a hypocrite. Like that's the hypocrite
tool. All right. Okay.
Tambo did the same shit, and you're not pushing on him.
All right.
Accusation period is over. Banks, your formal starts now.
I appreciate Tool. You're the best lawyer I know. I think that Templar is interesting. So, Weather Guy, I want to talk more about why you think I'm Mafia, more so than Templar, because Templar called me Mafia on day one.
So up until yesterday, I wasn't really sure either way, to be honest. And you said something yesterday that was really weird. So we were reflecting on who Adam's reads were, right? And you said Adam called this person Hardtown, and he also hard called someone else, never kill him. Who was that? And he said Weather Guy. Like, I feel like as soon as you started saying that sentence, you already knew who you were going to say. You're just pretending like you forgot. And I thought that was really fucking weird.
I legitimately forgot. I'll be honest with you. I forgot. Irregardless of what my alignment is, I did forget. It is Town though. You notice that after I said it, I was like meh, because I did think you were Town. Right afterwards, I kind of dropped that line because I thought that was probably bad, unless it was on exactly Sammy. I think we should I don't know. I'm not confident I won't get lynched enough to cede time to Nat and Sammy, but I really want to know what they think. I also want to know what you think. I don't agree with Slip that you're some god tier Town that I would never talk about ever again. I do think you are Towny, but I don't think that you are that Towny to for him to get upset at people for wanting to talk to you, which is weird. And while I'm wearing my tinfoil hat, I'll just let it be known that if there were 3 Mafia alive, then Slip is on the team. So it's okay for Slip to say that there's not.
Split
Because
KP last night, and I'm not getting a medic save.
you fucking would not. That's bullshit.
Yes,
All
I
you have
would.
to- You
Yeah, Milo today.
Yeah,
you easily win. Are you joking? All you would have to do is get 2 mislynches on anyone. Yes, you could put yourself in Milo, but then suddenly your killing Mafia day one is not the god tier read that it was. So that's why I said that if it was anyone, it was Slip. I do not think that is the case, but I'm just saying that is the case if there is 3.
I want to talk. It's about you and about what the game is.
All right, go ahead.
I'm doing fast.
Did you say you were okay with killing me, by the way? When I voted on the same people as you yesterday?
Yes, because I didn't vote on Adam. But I still
actually hard defended Adam, so
yeah.
Please get it right.
But okay, fast. I want to lynch Tempo today because Zeke didn't vote on Tempo and Tempo didn't vote on Adam. So he's I think in a world of 3, Tempo is
Slip is in the world of 3. Tambo might be, but it's definitely Slip.
Slip didn't vote on Tambo, but he did.
And Worlds of 3 are fucking dumb. Who gives a fuck about Worlds of 3 today? That was tinfoil time. I took that hat off.
I want anyone that didn't vote on Adam to die. You, Andy, Tambo, Weather Guy.
More than likely lose the game.
If we vote on, well, how would we lose? Literally, no one that we would kill today would lose us the game. That's factual.
If that's the lynch order, I'm pretty sure we lose the game.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't say it wasn't a lynch order. It was just the people.
Instead of talking about mechanics, Banks, who do you think's Mafia today? Who do you think's Town today?
I think that Tambo is an excitingly good lynch, but I more want to hear from Sammy and Nat and Weather Guy. I think those 3 people I want to hear from the most. I also think you could be Mafia, Andy. I voted on you yesterday.
The same people who voted on Tambo voted on me. You have to believe I'm Mafia as well in that world.
I do. That's why I just said it. So that's who I want to kill today. So I don't know where Sammy's at. I know he voted on Tambo. I like that.
Formal is up. Push or rescind.
Are you seriously pushing? What is wrong with you? There's 0 chance that I'm Mafia here. I don't know what Templar's doing. We need to hear from some people.
If people here are stupid.
With 10 alive,
I do not think you were stupid.
It
You were
takes
just
6 to
very
kill.
wrong.
Please raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote. That is not enough.
That was exciting.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
Town realizing that they're not.
So here's a plan. I'm concocting.
Sammy, I want to hear where you're at. Templar is kicked out of my town circle for pushing the vote.
Okay.
I'm not even joking. I think you have a higher chance of being Mafia now.
Okay.
Adam did say they're the same.
I'm a bit lost.
Yeah, Adam didn't say fuck all about you. Slip is right that you didn't mention him, and I'm kind of surprised Slip hasn't.
Adam literally said they were the same alignment.
All right, go ahead, Sammy.
Okay, I'm really lost. There's some logic I didn't understand. When Mitsuboy died, what did we get out of that? Like, he was the medic. And did he claim?
I think Tambo Vigi shot him.
There's no information gained. Just that he was the medic. That's all we know.
Or town.
I want to hear what you think we got out of it. What new information did you learn?
I don't know. He claimed saves.
Who do you think is a save now because of that?
I don't think he saved anyone because that seems crazy. So? I just didn't know. I don't really know how it works. Like my
Mafia puts a KP on somebody that the medic targets, that person doesn't die.
Yeah, I understand.
Do you think Mafia put KP on Andy on night 1? Do you think that they killed? Do you think that they put Lucy/Andy C because they hate people that end in Y?
I don't know.
Well, guess.
I don't
if
know.
you had to guess.
Did you say because they hate people that end?
Shut up! No coaching.
Okay, does that matter? I don't really.
It's a trick question.
It matters to me.
Right.
If you answer wrong, you're getting lynched.
Not right with this game.
I think this is getting nowhere.
I don't think this.
Okay, who do you think is Mafia?
I don't know. Like I'm gonna say my town circle, and I'm gonna say the scummy people. So I think Weather Guy is really down. I have played some games with Nat. I believe he is down. I believe Slip is down. I believe Tool is my top down. Tambo, I don't have a read on him. And any game I've seen it, I don't really know. RJ is a really logic guy. He will say logic things, which is not really alignment indicative. Templar, I don't know. And Andy,
I've got a question for you. Why did you vote on Tambo but not on me yesterday?
Your formal. I liked your formal. Like you felt really down, but like when when everyone was talking about you after, I was agreeing with them. I thought that Tambo fake claim was kind of stupid. It seems stupid to me, so I voted.
Why is Tully your top town? Could you explain?
He's been really trying to figure out this game really hard. Like you can see him, you can see it in his face. Like he's really trying. Yeah.
It kind of looks like he's asleep. If you ask me.
I'm not.
Right now,
I'm thinking.
I'm gonna take 10 seconds. I've got light town reads based on the gameplay. Like I've got light town reads on I think Andy, Nat, Tambo, Sammy, RJ, and Weather Guy, and that leaves Banks, Slip, and Tool I want to kill.
How can that possibly be your lynch order?
Yo, can we? Yo,
Templar is just skyrocketing up my Mafia list. There's no way you're playing that game with those actual reads. You think that me and Slip and Adam are Mafia?
Who knows who the team is? Those are my
There's any
reads.
doubt Banks' town, it just got extinguished.
Maybe I'm Mafia siding a game. I get one. Everybody else gets one.
Alright, everybody.
You don't get shit, bro. I formal Templar. There's no way you're that dumb.
I second.
Templar, I think there is zero chance that those are your legitimate town reads today. You think Slip, who pushed on Adam and who killed him, is Mafia with myself, and then who was the other guy? Fucking Tool, who's playing one of his easily towniest games. You think that we have made the night kills?
Tool's been towny at all.
Okay. You think that he has not been towny. You think that he has been Mafia. Why have you not pushed on Slip and Tool? Why do you think that I am still Mafia after my formal? And why do you think that all these other dudes are all town?
Okay,
I legit cannot believe that those are your reads. And if those are actually your reads, you need to go through them with me right now and talk about what has transpired this game to bring you to that conclusion.
All right, I have not pushed hard on Slip or Tool because like I'm not very confident in it, like my reads this game. I feel like after we hit Adam, that was a good lynch. I thought that he was Mafia. Hopefully he is. It's pretty confident that he is. But like beyond that, like I haven't gotten any like strong scum.
So I voted on my
Day one, I thought that you were leading town in a circle. I explained that read. Then you like hard defend Adam. Like I have both of you as Mafia. Day one, you hard defend him, and we kill him, and we reduce KP. Nobody pressures you at all. Day two, I think you're like the most Mafia. Tool, I thought like by hard defending like certain people, plus like the people you're voting on. Like I thought like I don't even remember the order of formals yesterday. I thought like yeah, Andy. I thought Andy was town day one.
Andy in the Tambo into RJ.
I just thought that he gave a lot of content. I thought it was genuine. That showed he was thinking about the game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. Whatever. I thought Andy's town. Sammy, like hard to read Sammy, but like what he just said, I don't know. He seems kind of towny. He's kind of in the Noli area, but light town. RJ, like RJ hasn't really done as much today, but yesterday when he gave his formal defense, like I didn't vote. I thought it was really towny. Tambo was one person who I thought was Mafia day one, and he defended Adam, which I didn't like, but yesterday in his formal defense, he tricked me if he's Mafia. I thought he was very town. Weather Guy's like, when you pinged Weather Guy into why he thought you were Mafia, like his reason, it felt really genuine, like really good thinking about the game. And then Nat, like, Nat's got a really lurky Mafia play, but like it seems like the questions he has posed like has done more than his like natural like lurky play. Like he's still trying to solve the game. It's just like it feels like a really hard game to solve because like you said, you Tool Banks. It doesn't, or you Tool Slip. It doesn't make sense for Slip to be Mafia if he like formaled at him. Then again, like he pushed on him and he tried to get him lynched, but like he himself said he didn't expect that to go through. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I kind of like.
I rescind that formal Tambo.
I
wanted to ask.
There was a formal on Tamburini.
We had less than 10 seconds left on today. It doesn't sound like I'm gonna say in accusation towards Tambo, that does not sound like Templar's Mafia defense. He has a cadence. I think most of the time when he's Mafia,
that's probably what I read.
Too tired to do it though, which is the way his Mafia. I do think that Tambo is likely to be Mafia. He clearly could give two shits about this game. He's talked about roles entirely too much. And he tried to buddy up with a lot of people on day one, saying that our reads are lining up, but we could be Mafia. I think opening the door.
Votes on him are the same as on
Tambo. I also think that. And in direct accusation to Tambo, I think that a lot of people that voted on you are very likely to be town. So please construct a world where those people are Mafia.
That's logically correct because there's only 3 Mafia in this game, and Adam's probably a hit, so at least 3 town voted on me. So
who are the 2 Mafia?
I don't think 2 Mafia voted me, probably only 1. Of that, I think, excuse me, I think RJ is the most likely to be the Mafia. If I'm wrong, probably Nat, because I'm town reading the rest. I don't think both Mafia would vote on me. I think at that stage in the game, it's better to like be far apart from your partner, and both of you would ride one side and see who gets to the end. That would be the best strategy if Adam was a hit, which I'm pretty sure he was. I thought Mitsu Boy. I don't even care that you said I talked about power rolls. I thought Mitsu Boy was a power roll, and I didn't really want to give a read on him because I thought he had a check on me, and had me as town. He was just a medic, but that's why I seconded him because I just thought he could be caught for Mafia. I didn't think about medic. I need people to talk to me with questions about anything because. Go ahead, RJ, and then Nat, you can go ahead.
Who do you think is the Mafia out of Slip, Templar, Banks, and Andy?
Who are the people that voted on Andy again? It was pretty much the same as me, except for
the people who voted on Andy was the exception of Slip. Me, Nat, Slip, and Banks.
Oh, so Sammy didn't vote on Andy, but voted on me then.
Yeah, I even asked him why. He said he did explain why. He said he thought.
Why does there have to be a Mafia in those 4 people?
I'm just asking, like, it's a question I want to
Then you're implying that no Mafia voted on me or Tambo, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think 2 Mafia voted on Mafia,
which I don't think is the case.
They were the 4 reads you gave as your town, and that you gave Misa as your Mafia. That's what I've got written down for you.
Correct, but now I don't remember who voted on me. So we can repeat it again.
Okay, but like I really think like saying that Slip, Templar, Banks, and Andy are all town is like shooting in every single world. I think that's really weird. I like they might all be town, but I think it's quite likely that at least one of them is Mafia.
Say those 4 names again.
I've got a problem.
Slip, Templar, Banks, and Andy.
Templar's down.
I think it's Andy. I've made it pretty obvious that I think it's Andy. I think Templar's.
I think Andy would have voted on me.
And like I haven't really liked you all.
That's good.
I wanted to see where votes were, and it was very interesting.
To be honest.
It was very interesting that the same people voted on Tambo almost. Anyway, at least 4 of them were the same as voted on me. That's why I don't think I can kill Tambo this game. This is the problem I'm having, right? The people who didn't vote on Adam have all been.
Oh, sorry, Andy.
Tambo hasn't been that towny, but Banks has been really towny. And I'm reading scummy people who voted on Adam.
Andy, I need you.
I think Adam has to hit.
That's bad because if you're in a similar position to someone else, and the fact that you get
RJ,
straight after them,
RJ, please, I want to hear Nat's question now.
I want to understand why you flip-flop your read on me. Like, I feel that you feel cornered and you have to, like, throw scum on me today. Why did you read?
Objection, leading the witness.
Yeah, that's my line. Shut up. I think there's, like, my day 1 list, like, I kept scratching people out and putting people back in. You're one of those people. When I have, like, someone who I just keep flipping back and forth, I'd rather just lynch them and get out of the way. The 4 people that I didn't want to lynch, actually it was only 3. Slip, Banks, and Templar. I'm still kind of confident in those. That I would never lynch those people. And the rest is just like shooting fish in a barrel, because I'm pretty much clearing Weather Guy.
How did Slip come in?
Because Ben died, which is kind of weird.
Here, Tambo, this is like... My problem with you is that I think you could be town, but I think I have to lynch you and Andy, and then
Based
I can
on
work
stupid
out.
play.
Then I can work out like the RJ world after you're dead, because I don't think we lose. I think Adam was a hit.
I agree, partially. I'll say this: if there's 3 Mafia,
Time and the formal is up. Push or rescind.
Bulls Mafia.
I don't think so.
Hold on me, bro. I swear to God, I'll
Banks.
wreck you.
Rescind.
Push.
I'll wreck you, bro.
Last 10 seconds, Tambo.
I'm pretty sure we only have 2 left, because I'm pretty sure Andy dies in every world last night. If there's 3, that's my read. I think Andy's town. I think I'll add Andy to my never lynch list.
With 10 alive, it takes 6 to lynch. If you would like to vote on Tambo, please raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
I got
Tambo, you die. Go to sleep. During the night, Tool, you die. 15 minutes on the day. Day begins.
Wow.
Interesting.
Good mod, guys. That's a shout out to Tambo.
That's hilarious. Oh my god. Oh, that's funny.
Where's Tool die? Well, Tool wanted to kill Tambo. He voted on
How
Tambo.
do I not die? Like, seriously?
Tool, you died. Go to sleep.
Tool, you dead, bitch.
I think it's Andy. Can we kill Andy, please?
No, we're killing RJ today. He got 2 votes. I can't believe we lynched Tambo instead of RJ yesterday. He gets 2 votes. One me as town and from the medic. Like, come on.
We can't
But
lose.
here's the thing. We've got to be.
I thought I gave like a really good formal. I gave all the reasons.
In the world where Adams are hitting this Mafia who didn't vote on him, outside, I mean, I think Banks is really town and I'm town. I thought Tambo was town mainly because the votes are the same.
Andy, Tambo, and Adam.
So here's the thing. I'm pretty sure Mafia voted on Mafia on day 1.
We're fucked. Mafia are gonna win this game.
I'm actually kind of thinking what you're thinking, Templar. I don't know.
Adam was a miss.
If that's the case, then it's like.
If that's the case, we're fucked.
It's like.
It's got to be Slip and 2.
Yeah, it is Slip for sure. Like always.
Fuck this shit.
I don't believe it.
No.
Then why do
I think Adam is.
Then why do I say people should kill Tambo yesterday? Why do I lay out this plan of like? Why do I not kill 2 people? Like.
Because it's very easy in that world. I'm not saying this is the case, Slip, but in that world, it's very easy for you to just push on people who didn't vote on Adam. That's why you've probably formed me on day 2.
People are fucking no.
But you
Get the
can do
fuck
this
up.
town as well.
People
if
are
you
town
think
reading me regardless of like Adam being Mafia.
I disagree actually. People, I'm not. I don't want to sound like I'm pushing.
I'm pretty sure we lynch you and like win the game. So.
No, that's not happening.
Oh, I bet you it is.
No, we're killing RJ and Nat. Like those guys probably.
That's all. You know what? That's all right because I can lynch RJ tomorrow. If you're not Mafia and Tambo wasn't Mafia and I only hit on Adam, I can just lynch RJ tomorrow.
No, fuck you. You're never.
Yeah, I probably killed you last night, Slip.
Because I think I just like you say that because that's why you didn't kill me. Like it doesn't even matter. I read Banks and Weather Guy Town. So
Slip's Town.
I think Slip is Town as well.
Like, Templar is towny as fuck. That formal was like just really town. But there was
fuck off my dick.
Like honestly,
who held that? Who rescinded?
I feel like some kind
What?
of. Like,
I don't think his formal was all that towny. It just didn't sound like his normal Mafia formal.
yeah,
Banks formal, right? So
yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's towny for Templar. Everything's relative. Like.
Templar wanted to kill Tool, right? Tool died.
Templar, when he's in a formal, he speaks just as fast, sometimes even faster, but he just says shit in between. He says he says like this, whatever. Like he doesn't. He's not as direct and like on his point. He was giving out reads, like he was just firing them out. Like that was Templar Town.
That's what I do when I'm Mafia.
Shit, like,
no.
Town, man.
You're not that good.
Kill me in the night, Mafia.
I got so pocketed by that forum. I don't know. Like, oh shit.
I don't
want to live in the Mafia temple.
Like Weather Guy, he's not been particularly scummy, but like honestly, Weather Guy is like improved at this game so much over the past like literally couple of weeks. It's ridiculous.
Better than you all.
I've seen him play for like the last 2 weeks. He's got a lot better.
I do not think that.
Yeah, I think
like I'm serious. He has got like Weather Guy. You should like obviously everyone's gonna reconsider him later. I don't think he's ever gonna be the kill yet, but like Weather Guy's got a hell of a lot better these last couple of weeks. So yeah, watch out for him.
Quit doing this, RJ. I don't like this.
No, I like no because I don't want you just like sneaking away with a fucking Mafia win for completely for free.
Why are you doing
this? This
is so boring.
I'm just saying reconsider like
Andy
is
because you know the game will be.
I seconded like every one of Slip's formals this game, and it scares the shit out of me. But I can't help it. I really agree with everything
don't
he says.
Do this. Have time.
There's a world where there are three
like care about time. This is fucking boring. Nothing productive is happening. We're lynching Andy. Like.
No, yeah, probably, but like it still could be you and like +2. Like I'm not discarding.
Only if you're claiming Mafia.
Why?
Because I'm not Mafia. Like, if you really legitimately think I'm Mafia, then you're probably just claiming Mafia, because you need to find more liches in this game, and you don't have them. So, like, whatever. I'm killing Andy. I formal Andy.
Slip, you've got to stop the tunnel.
I already seconded.
In the world
There's a formal on Andy.
Mafia, you could lose to
Accusation.
There's no fucking world of 3, because they don't double stack the night before. When I led the kill on Adam and, like, the primary... So, like, I'm town, Adam died. Everybody thinks I'm responsible for Adam dying, which is fairly like accurate statement.
What's your read on Banks?
So knowing I'm town, I think Banks is town. Knowing that I'm town, Mafia would always split KP because then they could 1 win the game that day and 2 throw scum on me. So I don't lose the game today. However, a world of you Templar or you Adam and Tambo is very fucking real. So you're getting lynched. You didn't vote on the guy who's like 99% Mafia.
Okay,
after calling him Mafia.
I have one thing to say about this. I think it's weird for like if you push the correct vote 2 times, why would you still be alive when there's no medic?
So Andy can claim I would have killed you last night.
Formula started.
Quite probably. Okay, so it's been very difficult. It looks like I didn't vote on Mafia day 1, which is unfortunate. I already explained that, Reed. Like it just didn't feel right. It was a gut feel. Like so many hands shut up instantly. I almost voted, and I thought no. People I read. Here's the problem I'm having. Right, the world is almost certainly that Adam was a hit, and that's why I believe Slip is town. But I also read Banks town. I don't necessarily think Weather Guy's Mafia either, and so I'm trying to think who are the Mafia who didn't vote. Who voted on Adam. Adam has to have been bust because I don't think Tambo's Mafia either. Reason being simply the votes. Like 4 votes were exactly the same on myself and him, and I know I'm town, right? So I think Tambo's probably just like dumb, tired, but he's probably town. And I perfectly understand why you wanted to lynch him, Slip. I think it was okay. So I've got a problem. Like I don't think Mafia didn't vote on Adam. So I'm thinking back to like Adam's meta when I've been Mafia with Adam in the past. he's been voted on by almost all his partners. And I think that's likely happened here. So I'm looking at people I'm reading independently scummy. I gave an accusation on RJ like 2 days ago. I thought he was very scummy. I thought he was interjecting very opportunistically, like subtly pushing scum without putting himself out there too much. RJ, I know his town from the game he played yesterday. He's very passionate, very emotional. He always wants to give information to town. He tries to solve the game.
Never read that as my standard town.
I wish it was your standard town play, because this game I read you Mafia, not just because you're not doing that, but because of the things you have done that are scummy. Nat has kind of like bandwagoned onto things as well. I'm not sure about his alignment. He could be Mafia. Sammy Copter's somebody who I town read day one off interactions with Banks, but since then he's done nothing. He did say he thought my... One odd thing he said yesterday was that he thought my formal was towny, and then immediately agreed afterwards with other people who said I could still be Mafia.
Do you realize that if you're a town, probably like the only one that's considering a word that you're possibly...
That's fine. I don't care about who's calling me town. I care about who I think is Mafia and who I think is town. So I'm trying to think about Sammy Copter's train of thought there. Why he doesn't vote on me, but then immediately starts to think I'm Mafia based on what other people are saying. Templar, I read town independently off like mainly off his formal day one, but I thought he was very town yesterday during his formal on day two. However, I thought Banks' response to him, because a couple of his reasons make sense, particularly one regarding Tool being Mafia. I thought Banks' response was extremely towny, and the way Banks pressured Templar there was like very, very strong. So I firmly believe Banks is town. So this is where I am at, basically. I think that Templar, Banks, Slip are town. Weather Guy is quite possibly town. He hasn't voted on anyone except for Tambo the second time, so maybe that's a bit suspicious. But I think there are two Mafia, but somewhere between Nat, RJ, and maybe Sammy Copter. That's pretty much where I'm at. It sounds like an odd world because it means Mafia bust Adam day one. The only other word I can consider is the one where like Mafia's been double stacking, but Slip was correct. There's no reason not to split KP and put Town in Milo yesterday. There's no reason not to push for Mafia to push on Slip harder. I think the only person who was remotely pushing on Slip at all was Banks a little bit. But even so, like nobody's really pushed Slip. So I don't think that's a world. I think Adam is a hit.
There's a world where it could be like Slip, RJ, and Banks or something like that, and then like Misa got the save, and then.
I think that if we've been slow rolled by a team led by Slip, I think we're probably screwed anyway. That's my concern. Alarm bells are going off in my head because I really feel like Adam is a hit.
This is how the game should play out from this point. You should get lynched right here. Town should sleep tomorrow. RJ should get lynched at 5, and then you decide between like Nat, Sammy, and Templar in final 3. So, that's what should happen this game.
So there's 8 alive. Like lynching me is not the end of the world. Probably. I don't think there's a team of 3, unless there's a team of 3 like outside of Slip, which would be very, very odd. So that's okay.
This formal is up. Push or rescind.
Push.
Last 10 seconds, Andy.
Okay, I'm down here. Like it's not the end of the world if you lynch me. I prefer you didn't. I definitely think Mafia bust Adam. That's all I can come up with. It's been a strange game.
With 8 alive, it takes 5 to lynch. If you would like to vote on Andy, please raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote. 5 is enough. The game is over. Town wins.
Oh, yes. Fuck you, Andy.
How did you guys not? How did you not kill me? Like I was rolling the shit out of this game.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna go over the role reveal.
Yeah, I suck.
Please don't talk over.
We're gonna kill you. Just mute the fucking chat, dude.
I'm Canadian. I don't want to mute everyone.
Yeah, no.
All right. So your Mafia team comes in as Tamburini, Adam, and Andy. Your medic was Misa Boy, who got no saves. Your Vigi was Lucy, who shot Bobby. Night 0. The cop was Ben, who also died night 0.
He actually shot Bobby?
Yeah,
I
he actually shot Bobby.
Fucking shot.
Basically, what happened, like, Mafia got immunity on day, I think it was day 2.
What happened was Slipper.
And because I actually let the RNG that you guys rolled go through, you ended up outing the medic, which was awkward. But yeah, so you guys can unmute.
I'm sorry, Slippin' Banks. Oh well.
You're fine.
You guys can unmute and talk about the game.
I swear to God,
shit on Mafia.
I have the rest of my life. I will kill.
I think a couple of significant things.
I can't believe he shot him.
The cop shouldn't out night 0 by like shouting at people who are talking. And I also I just said that in Mafia. And I think where a town like confirms themselves by being AFK, not only do you not say like the kills were already confirmed and he hasn't said anything, like cool. You have to mod kill him after that. That's another thing.
What happened, Adam? What do you wait? Say what you said again. I didn't hear. Like
We knew Ben was the cop.
Yeah.
How did you know Ben was the cop?
Did you listen to Night
Apparently, because I said for everybody to be quiet, which is weird.
Well, shit.
It did kind of skew the fact that you were something.
Like you should never, like you should just stop.
I didn't bring it up in the game, but like you essentially said that because you knew the roles were out.
It's the second time mods have done that.
I don't think I gave him the cop role at that time. Because he was trying to get another person in, right?
Dude,
Is that what you're talking
you,
about?
Andy, and fuck you.
This is when he told Bobby to be
I
quiet.
played really well. My team sucked ass.
I think that's like a bad read, anyways. Like, I tell people to be quiet, stop talking all the time. Like,
Because I think the cop was the last role that I gave out. Pretty sure.
At no point in time.
yeah,
Can you read
that's not a bad Mafia team. You guys just got destroyed by me. Like,
Yeah, it was a really good Mafia.
You
I can't believe I didn't vote on your Mafia at the
The
end.
Mafia chat was literally called Mafia Gods.
I can't.
So you guys had a pretty good.
I was sad that I didn't vote on Andy.
Me
you didn't vote on 2 Mafia. You didn't vote on 2
I don't feel bad about because I thought it was a PR. Like I was wrong.
I tried to play that way.
I'm glad you took it out of Tambo slip.
Like
I probably just conceded.
Like I give a read on Tool.
If Andy doesn't, or if Adam doesn't out as a PR the next day, I instantly lynch him.
Yeah, I'm claiming cop every time.
I'm mad. I usually don't.
I probably still lynch you if you claim cop without the checks that I thought, but we'll see.
What do you mean?
I should have Adam always.
Like I always.
Well, I would have killed Andy though. Like I was killing Andy if you didn't die. That's who I wanted to kill.
I was so sad. Like I really wanted to play.
I would have gone on. If we didn't lynch Adam day 1, I would have formal Tambo.
The best part about
like I said, my team just didn't play the game.
Like day 1, I was sure Adam Tambo. I wasn't sure on the 3rd. I thought it could be Andy, but I came to Andy day 2.
The best part about this entire thing was when I was talking to Ben during Night 0, and I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna die," and then he died, and then I was happy.
It's so fucking sad. I really wanted to play this game.
Sorry,
like,
Ben.
All night.
Shut up when the roles are being outed. Then.
Yeah, I do that anyway. It's my,
Well, guess what, Ben? We found out you were the cop this game, so obviously you did something different.
It was luck.
Sure. I've
Actually, Ben checked Adam Night 0 too, so that would have.
I just want to say that what Lucy did is never okay and very bad.
Oh, obviously.
Kind of funny that he stacked with Mafia though.
I think that Lucy has gone down at least 2 tiers as far as quality of player just by that one shot.
He's gone to a name that shall never be
Where's
named.
that shitter? Those saves so bad.
Yeah, Me Night 0 was whatever.
Misa saved Banks Night 0, Andy Night 1, and RJ Night 2.
He would have got us.
Both of my partners tried to kill Banks.
No, I didn't.
I town-read Tambo and Andy incorrectly, and I tunneled
No,
I was trying to find some way if I could get myself
It's
confirmed.
okay, Templar. I put you on my back.
Flip carried.
I'm the one that switched it.
You said sure, whatever.
Town played well.
No, but
like,
look underneath.
No, Town played like really.
I think a lot of Town projected Town. Like I had a lot of Town reads. I just had.
But Andy also projected Town, which kind of. I don't know.
It was hard to push Scum around. I can't believe RJ was there. RJ played like a scum lord, and I couldn't even get him killed.
Dude, I played perfectly.
I thought
That's so good, but your play was like really not towny.
On the first day, RJ's answer to my question was really
Didn't
good.
matter in the end, did it? So.
I'm happy with that game.
RJ's day 2 formal was kind of whatever to me. Like I couldn't vote on RJ from day 1. Like his day 2 was like, eh. Andy voted.
Every time I
It's
roll
funny that he
Mafia,
only got
I
2
get
votes.
Yeah.
I do think Slip that like I realized that we did end up killing it. But
Unfortunately, I need to go to bed. It's been a pleasure, you guys. I was happy to mod.
I was just so sure, Banks.
Sorry, Ben.
It's fine. I've been there before. I just needed more time. I needed
it happens. Like nine
because I was kind of like I was in a world where it was like
this just happened to be one time where I was kind of sad that I was. But either way, it's been fun. It's been a pleasure. I'll talk to you all later.
I understand, but for me, like I needed Andy to die one way or the other because it's either Tambo and Andy, or it's like.
Oh, why
or
the
it's
fuck
Matt
did you
and
guys
RJ.
kill Lucy? That was the like worst, the worst kill you could have made.
Tambo wanted to make the dumb play, not me.
It made the game harder to
It was a
solve.
bad kill.
I probably called out the reasoning.
What happened
your
there is
plan?
Tambo was trying to
Because the
pull
cop
a
was dead.
pulley, and it didn't work.
That play might have worked if we'd had 3 Mafia alive and 2 KP, but not with
If the
1.
cop was alive, y'all would have been fucked.
Yeah,
might have
exactly.
thought,
if,
yeah.
if Ben was the medic, guess who's alive the next day? Always the fucking cop. What if the medic is like Sammy, who has played 4 games and probably doesn't realize that the Vigi doesn't die that night very much, and he gets a save and then it's like outed. Then like the game is a super steamroll. Like
note to self.